So I'm Sayoshi Nakamario, and I created FundMe.Cash. So this is crowdfunding on Bitcoin Cash. So think Kickstarter or GoFundMe. But in this case, it's all of the BCH, all the value is held on the smart contracts themselves. So there's no third-party custodial relationship at all. So FundMe.Cash website itself is mostly just kind of a portal. It's just letting you see what's currently being fundraised in terms of descriptions and images and things like that. This could also be hosted by other servers and stuff in the future on different portals or interfaces. But currently it is just FundMe. So we can currently see there's been 22 past campaigns on FundMe. It's currently 7 active, which are these ones showing here. How much BCH has been raised from successful campaigns and how many pledges have been made. This one isn't currently up to date, but it hopefully is by the time you watch this video. So we can see that there are, so in this case, Bitcoin Cash Podcast is running a campaign. They're 68% funded. They're asking for 45 and they've got 30.99 currently. It shows you how many days. So it tracks this in block numbers, but this is converted to days. So you have a rough average. So if you're getting down, a campaign's getting down to like a few hours left, it might complete sooner or later than you expect because it's actually based off block numbers behind the scenes. Shows you which campaign number it is and then who the owner is. So let's just look at the Bitcoin Cash podcast. So as everything loads up here, so this is querying the blockchain and nodes and stuff, getting the data, a live view of it. So we can see which block it's going to end on. Over here, we have the current pledgers of the campaign and all the comments that they have made. So there's 16 pledges on it so far. If people refund, you'll see their pledge disappear. So this numbering does matter. It looks like nobody's refunded on this one. And then this is just a description of the campaign. So this is something that Jeremy, in this case, wrote out. And that's kind of the quick overview. If you actually want to pledge, you have to type in your value here. And then so first you need to connect. So you'll come up here, you will connect with your wallet. QR code, so if you have a wallet that supports Wallet Connect and you can just scan like Zapit or Paytaka or whichever, you can just do that here. I'll use Cashanize in this case, so I just click this copy button. I go over to Cashanize, go to Wallets, and paste it in. Connect. It asks if you want to prove FundMe. We do. We are now connected to FundMe. So we'll try to pledge. So we'll try to pledge 0001. We are connected. We hit pledge. We type in a name. We'll say a message. In this case, this will fail. Because it will, because the wallet I'm using doesn't have a UTXO with that much on it. There's nothing on this wallet, basically. So this little pop-up is saying you tried to pledge, so you might see this if this happens. You might have a large enough balance for the pledge you're trying to do, but because of the way UTXOs work right now, and it's just the current way that I've done a quick workaround, is that you can combine your UTXOs into one UTXO. So if you're trying to pledge 1 BCH and you have like 1.5 BCH on your wallet, but they're in 2 UTXOs of 0.75 each, that's not enough for a 1 BCH pledge. So this will get better over time, but currently we're kind of in the state, at least I am for FundMe, that you need to manually combine them in this case. So this button will actually do that. It'll send it to your wallet to combine. Request to combine. And so once you do that, and you can just click pledge again, and then it will use that UTXO and it'll go through. So when you do that, you flip over to Cashanize, it'll pop up here, you click approve, you come back, and it will show up. Currently, FundMe, you do have to refresh everything, so I don't have the dynamic updating currently set up, but that will come in at some point. And once you refresh, then you should be able to see your pledge down there. If you click this refresh button, then you will see your pledge here as like a little rectangle with your number on it. You can click it and click refund, and that will take it out of the campaign. And obviously you can only do that if the campaign is in a state like this where it's still waiting to be claimed because it hasn't succeeded. Campaigns can go over 100%. So in this case, if it got to 110%, it would still be active and running until the owner actually comes in and clicks claim. The updates tab, so the creator can actually do updates that are kind of hidden in this tab at the moment, but if you come in here and check, you can, the owner can create updates in here. There is an extra tab that shows up on the side if you are the owner of a campaign, and that's the tab you'll click on to claim and cancel your campaign. So if we go into the wallet tab, this is one area where we can see how much BCH FundMe sees for your account. So in this case, we can see that there's almost nothing on this wallet. And if you have a balance on your wallet and it isn't the same as what this shows, that's because you're going to have UTXOs on different addresses across the wallet, which your wallet is managing. So to get around that for now, you can send those coins to your main address on your wallet, which in this case for this account is this address. So if I had BCH on my wallet, but it wasn't reflected, I could just send it to this address and then it would show up here. If you have pledged to campaigns and you can still refund from them, there will be little sections here that you can do that and refund. In this case, I don't have any, so nothing is showing up. If you want to create a campaign, you go to the Create tab. So this has just a bunch of information about creating it. Basically, you need a wallet. You need to make sure your wallet is backed up. You have your seed phrase. You can restore it because we do not have control over your funds. FundMe does not control the money. It is your responsibility. Back up your wallet. Do it. Before you do anything, especially if this is new to you and you're doing a campaign, try setting up a wallet. Send a very small amount to it. Make sure you have your seed phrase backed up and use it on a different device. Like if you have a hardware wallet, then restore the hardware wallet and make sure that you can actually restore it and get your balance back. Using a phone, make sure you can transfer it to another phone, however you want to do it. But make sure you have that account because that account that you have with the seed words is the one that controls the campaign. If you lose it, you lose access to the campaign. There is no way around it. So step 2, enter your campaign details. Select when you want the campaign to end. So this converts it to block time, but it should be somewhere in the area. So if I'm gonna say September 25th, and I say 10 p.m., it's not guaranteed to be 10 p.m. It might be quite a bit earlier or later, within the day or something. Depends on how the blocks come out, but it should be a rough time frame. So based off the time, you can see the rough block number as well that it should be around then. Say how much BCH you want. In this case, it would be 100 BCH for the campaign. Once again, you can go over 100%, so you can do stretch goals that way. You say your title of your campaign and you say who the owner is. You can do a banner, 500 by 120 pixels and 150 by 150. So this one is the owner, and this one is the banner that shows up on the like the initial page and at the top. Here you can just write in a short description, and this shows up on the main page when you have like all the tiles of all the different campaigns showing up. So short and sweet. Do save a copy of this and as well as this long campaign. So this big editing window is where you could type in your big long description. It does support things like bold and italic, underline, etc. You can do links. So right here, I believe, let's strike through. Oh yeah, that guy. So you just throw the link in there. You can do embeds as well, I believe, right here. Yeah, so there's embedding you can do. There is a format to them. So if you're doing YouTube or something like that, you do have to use the embed link. And I believe that there's some documentation about that in the FAQ. Yeah, you do that. If there's any formatting issues that come up once the campaign comes in, you can always reach out and we can try to fix that. And yeah, so creation fee 0.01 BCH. So that is initial creation fee just for creating the campaign. There's a tiny contract fee just to create the UTXO, and then there's a minor fee as well. So those are the just typical small BCH amounts. Once again, yeah, if you get an error trying to create the campaign, you can click the consolidate button in case situation that you don't have enough BCH on the primary address on your wallet, and this will put it on your wallet. So once you do that, once you click create campaign and you approve it in your wallet, it's submitted. Once again, make sure you create a backup copy of these just in case there's an issue saving the data to the server, and then you can just provide it to me and I'll sync it up with the campaign on the contract. At that point, the campaign is submitted. I just need to approve it. So I guess that kind of flows into rules. So there's a bunch of rules you can go over. Basically, just don't do anything illegal. Don't be stupid about it. So that is the gist of FundMe. It is crowdfunding on Bitcoin Cash. There is a 1.5% fee, which the create page goes over right at the top here. So if you're raising 100 BCH for your campaign, when you click the claim button to actually get it, if it's successful, 1.5% of that will be taken as a fee by FundMe, and that's just the service of hosting the campaign. So just FYI, to be fully clear, there is a fee involved, and that is essentially to try and make this sustainable and have us keep working and upgrading it. If you have any questions, you can reach out to the FundMe Telegram down here. The contracts as well are right here. So this gives a quick rundown of how the contracts actually work for FundMe and some of the more technical details. So if you're interested in this, in the contract side, come check out these contracts. They're over documented. Most every step has what they're going through. And it's a good learning step if you're looking into CashScript. First, I would check out the Badger contracts, also on the Sayoshi Nakamario GitHub. And once you run that one through, then maybe jump over to this one, because this one's a little more advanced with how the multiple contracts interact with each other. And that's basically it.